Everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to another video. So today I'm going to share with you the Beading School Academy box called Balaton Tales. Those of you who are not familiar with the Beading School Academy boxes, they are beautifully curated collections of bead stones, crystals, findings, all kinds of beading goodies that are offered bi-monthly on the Beading School website. So every second month they explore a new theme. This theme is Lake Balaton, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's a beloved vacation spot for many families in Central Europe that brings back wonderful childhood memories for many at the Beading School. This is that we cherish from our childhood, and this theme brings me back to the lakes of upstate New York, where I spent many summers as a child. So thank you, Beading School, for reminding us of some of the wonderful childhood memories that we have. I'd love to hear about your special place in the comments below. Now let's take a look inside the Balaton Tales box. As you can see, you're not just getting what's in the box, which is pretty amazing in itself. You're getting access to everything I mentioned, tutorials, the learning center, the shipping, everything as well, which is, I think, just amazing. So a little disclaimer, I'm giving you exchange rates today. So, take that into consideration, but you kind of get the idea of the value here. Shall we take a look? So first off, I see we've got a couple of gifts here. We've got these beautiful toggle clasps, and look at these pretty rondelles, sort of a turquoise color. Really pretty. So let's put it up. I did already open and just look at the surface, and then I closed it up again. Oh man, okay, look at these colors. We're all into these gorgeous aquas and turquoises and such. All right, I'm gonna pull everything out and we'll get everything individually. Just to give you an overall look, I like to just put them all out. This color story is so gorgeous. I couldn't even fit everything on my little tray here. So we'll look at everything and I'll put it in groups so that, so that the video isn't so long because there is so much in here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. All right, let's take a look. Okay, we're going to start out with the seed beads, and I thought I'd leave them in the bag this time, just so that I know my unboxings are so long, so I thought maybe, you'd prefer it if I didn't pull everything out. The seed beads I'll just do in the bags, and then as we go along, the other pieces I'll take out. So we have these gorgeous Miyuki seed beads, 15-ohs. They have 3 different colors. We have Labrador matted. I love that one. A turquoise blue Picasso, and we have matte silver lined teal. Colors are stunning. Okay, more gorgeous seed beads, all Miyuki. So we have an 11-oh in mint green, an 8-oh in dyed mint green silver alabaster. These are gorgeous, love those. And then we have an 11-oh Miyuki in matte silver lined gold. Next up we have some delicas, and we have palladium plated, and I love these. I use these like on very special pieces because they are super expensive but so gorgeous. And then we've got a delica in metallic light bronze, and then we have a delica in silver lined semi-frosted laurel. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so here's our seed bead story, and they're just stunning. cool are these? These are 10 millimeter Matubo Z beads, gold splash white. And look at the gold on there. And it's just kind of a wavy shape. That's really, really pretty. I'm loving all these like new shapes and multi-hole beads. Really nice. I'm randomly picking out things as I go along. So there are crystals, all kinds of interesting things here. So this is an 18 by 40 millimeter paper mache olive bead in turquoise. That is so light. It's paper mache. Isn't that? That is so interesting. I love that. And look at these guys. These are 7.5 by 44 millimeter wood teardrop charm in turquoise. I just love this just as a pair of earrings. Really beautiful. Just so interesting and unusual. Okay, let's look at some fire polish beads. So we have a true 2 millimeter fire polish bead, and this is in chalk white champagne luster. It's beautiful. Let's see if I can get a close up. It's gorgeous. And then we have a 3 millimeter fire polish bead, and this is in opaque beige shimmer, and I love the shimmer on that shine. Isn't that pretty? Gorgeous. And then we have a 4 millimeter in the opaque beige shimmer. So I love that we're getting different sizes in the same color or similar colors. So pretty. And then we have a couple of gorgeous turquoise fire polish. We have a 3 millimeter turquoise. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love that color. And then we have the 4 millimeter in the turquoise. Just so pretty. Next group of pretties, we have a 2 by 3 millimeter faceted micro spacer bead, crystal full Labrador, and this is so sparkly and so pretty. And if you haven't seen a little micro spacer bead, when I kind of think of it, that looks a little bit like a rondelle, like a little tiny rondelle. Very nice. Some round glass beads. We have a 3 millimeter round glass bead in light blue. These colors are so beautiful. 4 millimeter round glass bead in light blue. Very pretty, beautifully shaped. These gorgeous, gorgeous Preciosa 10 millimeter Rivolis in aqua bohemica. So sparkly and beautiful. Okay, so I've taken this group off my little tray because I thought maybe you need a little contrast, but I'll put it in my hand also so you can really see the color. So 5 by 9 millimeter 2-hole kite beads, turquoise green. And it's funny, I've been thinking about using kite beads for something, so I'm thrilled to have these. And I love the color, it's so pretty. I'll put you back in your dish. And then look at these gorgeous 4 millimeter Preciosa bicones. Oh, so pretty. Chrysolite opal, this is one of my favorites. Look at that sparkle on that, that's so pretty. This is amazing. This is a 4 millimeter Preciosa bicone bead, crystal AB2X. And the AB2X is it's just breathtaking. Isn't that gorgeous? I love anything AB2X. That is stunning. Look at those colors in there. Beautiful. Next up we have these beautiful 3 millimeter Preciosa bicones in crystal blonde flare. So pretty, so sparkly and just lovely. Love these. I actually have a video tutorial for a bracelet on my channel using these 8 by 10 millimeter rectangle glass cabochons, white opal starshine. Not this color, but this particular stone. Those are gorgeous. They're so good at choosing colors. They're amazing. Gorgeous. And by the way, the crystals come in their little trays. I just take them out of the trays to show you. Next we have the Preciosa Pure Chatons, and I love these because they're unfoiled. So they're so gorgeous and sparkly, and you can actually, take advantage of having the back unfoiled. Light comes through. It's really gorgeous. These are in chrysolite. You also get the 8 by 10 claw setting for these 8 by 10 rectangles should you want to use the setting. Pretty. This is so unusual. 7 millimeter Preciosa Chaton Rose pin. capri blue with gold claw. So look at that, it's kind of got that pretty setting around it, and like these are very sharp here. So I wonder, does this like attach to something? Do you close this? It's a pin, so if it's a pin, maybe it just, like you can put it on. Oh, I see this maybe on bead embroidery. I don't know, I could be totally off, but they're really pretty. I've definitely not forgotten about this gorgeous piece, which you probably saw when I opened the box. So gorgeous. Just, you know, I was just saving it. It's 27mm round glass cabochon, aquamarine, opal, that opal color. Isn't that gorgeous? That is stunning. Love. And next up we have 6mm Preciosa sew-on rhinestone, crystal aurum in silver colored setting. That's this one. It's a Monty. Back has the crisscross there. And then we have this charm. This is a 9 by 10.5mm iron of the lake charm, gold colored. And look at this cool filigree. 23 by 39mm treasure of the lake filigree in antique bronze. That is so cool. Look at this puffy bronze. Isn't that cool? That's very intriguing. Next up, 5.5 by 10mm twin sails connector, platinum colored. They pretty? Look at that crystal in there. So pretty. Then we have an 11mm bloom charm, pearly white, gold colored. Isn't that pretty? I love those. Those are gorgeous. And look at this one, 11 by 30mm Balaton breeze charm, Amazonite platinum colored. So that's Amazonite, a stone. Isn't that so pretty? Love. These are so, so pretty. So 5.5 by 10mm Starlit Lake fold over clasp pendant, platinum colored. That's this guy here. So if you look at it, it folds over in the back. So that is, could be kind of like a bail, maybe a pendant bail, or used at the end of a clasp. These are so interesting. Love that. And then we have a 10 by 16.5mm Azure Lake box clasp, platinum colored, and it's this one. So this is your little box clasp here. Isn't that sweet? And I love this pearl toggle, 6.5 by 22mm pearl toggle clasp, platinum colored. Look how pretty that is. I love anything pearl, and I think a toggle clasp with the pearls on it is gorgeous. Look at these little dainty ear wires, so pretty. 13 by 17mm 3 zircon earring hook with loop, platinum colored. So there you go. Isn't that pretty? Look at these. I love these. This 11 by 14mm square deluxe ear stud with loop, platinum colored. Look at that. It's got the beautiful crystals inside. So pretty. Love that. Okay, here you have it. Here's your Balaton Tales Academy box. And I'm speechless. Well, I'm never speechless, but it is gorgeous. You know, I love these colors. These are my favorite colors. And I love working with all the Miyuki beads and all these unusual pieces. So, so pretty. So I'll put a link in the description box below the video to the Academy, the Beading School Academy page. I'll put a link to their website as well. Gorgeous website. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. All right, so I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.